What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to take a look at some Stadia news. Now, Stadia has had a lot of negativity in the past couple of weeks with the closing of their first-party studios, some drama with some other developers and studios, a shaken in confidence by the gamers and the fans of Stadia, and some information from some other sources about maybe the player base being even lower than we thought on Stadia. So there's been a lot of negativity coming out. It's a shame because Stadia has so much potential. The tech is there. Pretty much everybody agrees that the streaming and latency gaming experience on Stadia is fantastic. The convenience, it acting very much like a console in the cloud. But they really have to get a lot of things together, and I really hope that they do, because I'd love to see this platform thrive and do much, much better. I'd like to see a slight change in business model and some other things as well. But nobody knows what's going to happen with Stadia, what Google's going to decide to do, and where it's going to go from here. But the nice thing is they have started to lay out some information since all of these other announcements. Now, I didn't cover this a few days ago, but at about 4 days ago from the time of making this video, Stadia did their next up on Stadia. Adventure, explore, and compete in 9 games coming soon, and also laid out that there was 100 games or more possibly coming this year. So just to touch on that a little bit, they came out, their first positive announcement with everything going on was they laid out their 100 game roadmap, and they put these 9 games out there. Now, those games are a couple of Shantae games. Those are older games, but they are coming February 23rd. And we've also got it came from Space and 8R Brains. That's March 2nd. FIFA 21 finally coming March 17th. Now, I don't know how many of you are still going to be jumping in on that. I know a lot of people are done with the game, but I also know a lot of people will continue to play this game until the next one comes out. So I'm very interested to hear in those comments how many of you are really going to grab up and play FIFA 21 on Stadia. Next up, we've got Kaze and the Wild Mass. That's March 26th. Judgment, which I know a lot of people are looking forward to, including myself, April 23rd. Killer Queen Black, Street, Power Football, and Hellpoint for the other 3 games. So that was their bit of announcement. Those games are coming between now and the end of April. It's kind of far out. I hope this isn't all the games. I hope there's definitely more stuff coming. And we know from today's announcement that we're going to go over that there are. So we'll see how many more games pop up besides just these confirmed ones that we're seeing. So let's move on to what they put out today at the time of making this video for this week's news, because we got a couple of more games to hit on in here. So a big one for us is Outriders, the highly anticipated game from Square Enix. A lot of hype behind this game, and it is coming April 1st to Stadia, of course, on all of your screens. No downloads, updates, or patches. Just like Cyberpunk, this game should be ready to go day one for you to start playing on Stadia, and I hope it performs really, really well, and I hope it has a 60 FPS mode, because on any cloud gaming service, not just Stadia, I absolutely hate 30 FPS no matter what kind of game it is. You need that additional FPS to just feel smoother and look a lot nicer, especially when you're streaming. So I really hope that Outriders is going to do that. We'll see what it does. Look forward to some gameplay and comparisons here on the channel for Outriders when it comes out on Stadia and all the other platforms. So the other announcement we've got here is the Elder Scrolls Online Blackwood, part of the Gates of Oblivion expansion. This, along with Outriders, are available for pre-order in Stadia's pre-order page in the store. If you pre-order Elder Scrolls Online between now and March 17th, you're going to get that new pet, Nightmare Bear Club, exclusively for those who pre-order Blackwood. And Blackwood, the Elder Scrolls Online, does launch on June 1st for Stadia. So that's the bigger announcements we've got for this week. Now, they're also launching another sale. So I want to scroll down through the sale with you. We'll point out a couple of games, and you can see what's going on over there for that. All right, so jumping over here into the sale. Now, what I've done is I've also clipped and put on the right there for you all the games on sale with all their prices, because I have Ubisoft Plus and have purchased games and claimed games, so not all the prices will show up over here. So I put that list for you over there. You can see the whole thing and all the prices. Now, there's not a lot of games in here for me personally because of having Ubisoft Plus and buying a ton of games on here, but if I were going to recommend any Assassin's Creed games, Valhalla is fantastic. If you haven't played Borderlands 3, again, great. Cyberpunk 2077 runs excellent on Stadia. If you have not played that game, if you've been waiting to jump in, then you may want to go ahead and check out Cyberpunk. Absolutely love that game. Ghost Recon games, I'm not a big fan of Breakpoint. If you haven't played either game, I highly recommend jumping into Wildlands. This was one of my favorite Ghost Recon games. I spent well over 100 hours in Wildlands and absolutely loved it. I swear Breakpoint just never really got my attention. Of course, we have Immortals Phoenix Rising in here. Not a huge fan of how Madden is running on Stadia personally, but if it's a game you've been waiting for over here, it's fantastic to see more sports games hitting the platform. And then we've got Shadow of the Tomb Raider, if you haven't gotten that already. And of course, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. If you have never played this game, do yourself a favor, grab it and play all the way through that game. The Division 2 plays great and has cross-play on Stadia. And what else do we have here? We've got 2K Battlegrounds, which I wouldn't pay that much for it, and it's on PS Now right now too. So that's your sales for Stadia going on this week. Alright guys, that's going to do it for Stadia this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really appreciate you coming to check it out. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and leave me your comment down below. And don't forget to go join up on Discord and Twitter. Those links are down in the description below. We do giveaways on Discord, lots of great conversation, good access to me there if you have any questions. And then Twitter, we do a lot of retweeting of news, our own game clips, and many other things coming over there. So again, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video, guys. Go enjoy some gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.